And we are live. Hello, everybody. So we're gonna be trying to sub in for Face here. I'll try to do as good a job as possible, but it will be a little bit of a weird start of the stream tonight. So I actually have a class that I need to attend that starts in just 3 minutes here. So I'll be starting up there. I'll probably mute my mic for a bit. That's why we got this little warning up here. So bear with me. I'll see how much work I get done as quick as possible. I might be muted for a bit of the stream, depending on how things are going. Sorry about that, just the way it has to be. There is a poll over here somewhere asking what I should be painting. So given that we're going to be somewhat delayed, just to give you guys a little bit of engagement, and you guys can decide what I'm actually going to work on tonight. Also, like always, feels free to say hi if you are watching in the chat. Again, sorry about this whole weird setup, but kind of just the way it has to be, unfortunately. That's my bad. Sorry about that, everyone. Just trying to post the link for some people. Yeah, it's going to be a bit awkward. Sorry about that. There we go. Alright, I'll be moving myself here. Should just be 2 minutes. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, I am back. Again, I may need to mute a few times throughout the stream. Sorry about that, just the way last minute occurrences that have directed. So far I'm not seeing any interaction in the chat. If no one has any thoughts about it, I'll probably just get started on this guy. I do still have those Doomblade I need to paint up, but I don't know. I started painting on stream a while ago. It wasn't really going too well for me, so I may go to the Captain Terminator armor. Gino does have some recourse if he wants to get that black tutorial out a little bit earlier. But yeah, it doesn't seem like anyone's voting in there. If anyone is in chat and wants to correct me, let me know if you can actually see the poll. It should be up for you guys, but just in case it's not. Again, apologies about the whole scuff state of the stream. Also, I should probably be changing my I'm pretty sure my mat for my wet pallet's looking a little rancid. Yeah. Sorry if I'm not too active here, guys. There's just some circumstances that are currently force my hand a little bit, but that may change as the stream goes on. I could tell that Gino's in chat. I could tell Gino arrived because someone finally voted on the poll. So it seems like the only vote right now is for the black armor. We might actually transition away from this momentarily. Very nice. So when it comes to the black tutorial, I do have these guys just freshly based up. I've got basically two options here. I can either fill with the airbrush, or I could just do a quick brush prime and at least start on one of them. I'm not really sure quite what I'm gonna do. It's just the Mark 6 Marines. The ones, anyone who got that Horus Heresy set still has probably a billion of. Risk, I'm kind of thinking of doing a blue cape, because he's gonna be, in addition to being a Terminator Marshal, he's my equivalent of like a fleet master or a master of ships for my Templars, in the Galdronian Crusade. You know what, I think I might start busting out the airbrush. Just bear with me for a few more minutes here, guys. Yo, Warden. What happened with the vote? You want to change your vote? What do you want to change your vote to? Also, I'm like in the middle of class, so sorry if I'm being a bit quiet. I'll probably leave soon. I hereby change my the black armor for Gino. Well, good thing I got my airbrush up specifically for Gino. This is all for him. I could have just done the easy thing and paint the many minutes he's already have primed. Exhibit A, exhibits like B through double C are over there, but we're airbrushing tonight, boys. Yeah, I might have to mute myself. I'm this isn't a joke. I'm literally in class. So sorry about this being a bit of a scuff stream. It'll be better in a few minutes, I promise. I'm also just gonna call the pull here. You know what, guys? Fuck this. Hold on. School's out early. And we are actually gonna be communicating with you guys. Sorry about that. I could explain why I did that way, but I have a dumb idea. I was having this weird. I thought my brand new airbrush was already clogged. And it turned out I had this weird, like, chunk of half-dried primer. Maybe because my bottle of Vallejo primer is ancient, because it's a pretty substantial bottle. And that was really messing up my flow. Which is why this guy looks a little funky. I didn't want to go as aggressive, but it was like shooting paint back at me. I didn't know quite what to do there. So this guy's a little bright, but I think we're gonna use this as a chance. We're gonna do a crossover episode. We're gonna do a crossover of my AK series and my painting black power armor series, and we're gonna try a wash on this guy and see how because they have a couple black washes actually, the Vallejo set, and we're gonna try their blackest wash, their strongest potion, as it were. Sorry, I said about that whole thing before, guys. But stream started for real now. Say it's like, oh, old broken in. And then my compressor. Gotta plug this out. Make some more space on my paint. Alright, let's get this out of here. Alright. School's out for summer. Not really, but I'll go. Might wanna mess with my brushes momentarily, but we got dark. Okay, hold on. Let me bust everything that could be a black. We have a dark gray wash. A black night wash. An obsidian Holt wash. If Gino is here, can I make a request? That request would be figure out what exactly the difference between all these different black washes are. We have 3 of these here, which I guess is nice. I think we're gonna be going for Black Knight, right? I assume that's the darkest of this triad, as it were. But let me do some of my own research. I'm not Vallejo. Why did I put Vallejo? I've been saying Vallejo. Am I an idiot? These are AK Interactive washes. Yeah, okay. Basically, exactly what I thought. It's going to be a really dark black wash. So, we got some volumes in there with our various gray tones, and then we're just going to unify them with this wash. Alright. These don't show notifications. Okay. I probably like ostracized everyone. Everyone showed up while I was just like not saying anything. They'll never return. We back? We are actually back. Yes. It's not even that we're back. We're like here for the first time this stream because I was literally in class. Cheese parade? What the hell's a cheese parade? So, we went a little bit heavy on the airbrushing. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna try out this. Yeah, I think that's what we want. So here I'm being a little bit more deliberate in my application, just carefully applying it to all the various panels. It's somewhat gray, which might be intentional. Watch a shirt or two. Try out what this AK Interactive Black Knight wash. If you didn't see, we've got the crossover episode. We've got Gino's black paint recipe and an AK Interactive wash vid in the same paint job. Malrus. At least the fart plant meant something. I don't know what Malrus even is. Look at the Z's. Crossover episode on this kind of budget, madman. It's really easy to do a crossover episode when both the principal subject are yourself and your hands painting a little plastic guy. So where the hell is Gino? I'm literally going to at him. I think it's your name, but as a walrus. You know what? I like Walry. I'm okay with that. I think I like walruses more than I like dolphins, less than I like narwhals. Actually, no, I probably like a walrus more than I like a narwhal. Less than I like rhinoceros, though. Ah, I see. Dang, he's actually gonna miss the black tutorial. Right top. I just saw a bit of his chest. I didn't quite get there. I do think I messed up in the video I posted today, is they advertise these as a long working time wash, which honestly kind of a great idea, at least for how I paint. But I did notice that with the other ones, or even after I gave it about the time I would for, let's say, a Games Workshop wash, it was not yet dry, which I think also detracted from the way that model looked a little bit. But whatever, you live and you learn. Okay, what do you guys want to do next? Should we do layering? Should we do dry brushing? Should we do... What were my other ones like? Oh yeah, slap chop? Or what was this guy supposed to be? With the bayonet part? Yeah, they have chainsaw bayonets. It's the Horus Heresy Space Marines. Chainsaw bayonets are an option. Or do you want to see a metallic? A metallic black. So one more time. Oh, you mean I vote for his paint job and he isn't even here? That's exactly right, Atwood Threads. That's it. This Gino guy, unbelievable. Hounding me day and night. He's at my door. He's sending me mail. Our arsenic in the package, and he's not even here. Now, speaking of package, I did get this. I get this parcel as a little sort of trade-off from when I sold off my my orcs. He made me a deal I couldn't refuse. Anyway, so what method are we thinking? See, they're all chummy, but they're not answering my question. Sorry about the quick stream. I had to pick up. Yeah, I mean, you streamed was like 6 hours today. I'm sure you're good. Oh, it was Listen, he made me a deal I couldn't refuse. What am I gonna say? Anyway, real question is, what method of black do we want to see next? Because Gino isn't here, so I might try out the metallic. I might try doing a metallic black. Non-metallic metal black here, Threads. That's not happening. That's it. That could be the 100,000 subscribers special. That's what that is. If I can ever stream as like a job and make like job money from it, that's when we do the pull out the non-metallic metal black on them. I put on my glove wrong. I got a wet primer all over my hand. So you're telling me there's a chance? Absolutely. I'm telling you, Threads. If you, the second I can do this as a job, if you remind me, I'll do it. If I can do this as like a permanent form of employment and make good money off it, then I'm here for non-metallic metal black on the Horus Heresy model all day. Deal. Threads is on it. Threads is he's making calls. Little did I know Threads' uncle is Mr. YouTube himself. That's probably a bit too much paint, but it's fine. I kind of you want to use this weird little guy that his bristles cut off and see what kind of texture that gives us. We'll post your what in the Discord? So which Discord? I feel like we're both in like the same 3. I'm in that Tables Guide Discord. I still don't know who that is. Grave just invited me into his Discord one day. I've never watched a single one of his streams or videos or anything. My rusty chrome deaky boy. I do like your sort of weird and wonderful. It's in this Discord. Very nice. I see you leave power packs. I assume it's not like a sub-assembly thing, right? I think it's like an intentional stylistic choice to leave the power packs and shoulders off. I do like your sort of weird, aged space marines that you do. There's one head you use. I think it's like probably a 3D printed thing, but it looks great. It has like a sort of, it's almost like a long sort of vertical strip, and then like around the nose it like has like a cross guard, and it's like a hooded head. I see you use that on a lot of your conversion stuff, and I think they look great. Here's our chrome guy. He's gonna get a little highlight of silver. I put way too much on here, by the way. I have no clue. Depending on the look I'm going for, I will leave off the packs and shoulders. Yep, fair. Fair enough. You guys, I think something might be going on outside. Let me just take a quick look. Oh, Threads Kabashkin is next level. There's Clothwell. Yeah, I mean, your guys look great, Threads. Let me just check what's going on out there. Alright guys, good news. I didn't get this embattled over a FET dispute. I I'm up to 4 different kits for the comp bash. Game recognizes game threads, and you're looking awfully familiar right now. Autofocus, please. There we go. I'm just glad my treasure wasn't stolen. My beautiful, freshly packaged parcel. The paintball but I don't play. It's all it's all a really just elaborate allegory for paintball. Life is really a elaborate allegory for paintball, you think of it too. Yeah, I know philosophy. Exactly. I'm a bit of a philosopher. Yep. All you gotta say is, me and Grave go way back. Me and Warden were out there like Socrates and Aristotle. I don't think that this black watch is quite as black as I would like it to be. I think I'm going to add in a little bit of grim black. I think it could be darker, personally. Now let's just check coverage on our thumbs here. I think that's what I'm looking for. Talking about Halo 2 and paintball, all like philosophical shit. Now, I think that might be too black. Nah, we're good. I was just a bit heavy-handed with my application. At least the 3 I had started. Oh, might do a late night stream. I want these berserkers, don't they? Yeah, feel free. Don't not stream because of me. Right. Do what you need to do. But yeah, you're making really good progress on those berserkers like usual. Have hustle we expect from Grave Warden. They just need the silvers done for those 3. I don't think I'll have them done now, or maybe. Gotcha. You know, I did figure out the dual stream thing, but now I feel like I need to have like an overlay on my OBS. I actually remember where vertical people see my stuff, so I'm not holding it off screen for them. All right, so that guy's still drying. But we've got 2 brands of black right here. Gonna go eat some dinner. Catch you guys later. All right, be good, threads. All right. All right, we have 2 more methods to go. We got dry brush and we have slap chop. And we also have layering. Which would you like to see, Warden? Or threads if you're still here? Alright. See, if you don't know what slap chop is, that means you haven't watched my, well, I guess you just wouldn't know terminology, right? But, it's what I do in some of my shorts that you may or may not have seen. I like a really nice book. Can't find it. I see still behind here. We're moving. We're doing some interior decorating. Oh, not behind there. Hey. Basically, it's kind of what you're talking about, but then you paint primarily with contrast paint. So you use like semi-opaque layers. I've heard contrast paint is cheating. I don't use it too much myself, but I started recently doing some for my Templars. I don't know if the people saying are being genuine or joking around or what. Yep, so basically when we go through here and we dry brush, we're looking to accentuate some of the natural sort of forms and values of the mini. I like this because similar to dry brushing, it does give you a little bit more control than something like sponging, because you can, work pressure and direction. Of course you can do sponging, but I find that often I get the ability to there's just a bunch of loose. This is like a very cheap brush, but there's already a bunch of just loose hairs coming out of it as I'm trying to go and Warden. Warden, it's just us now. Do you still want to see the super secret parcel? I could show you, but you need a promise. So fancy, the hairs come pre-pulled. Yeah, this cheap, like probably less than $1 per brush set of brushes I got is really showing its worth here. What's in the box? Warren, you need to promise me. Warren, do you promise me you won't tell anyone what's in this box? What's in my listen, they wanted the orcs, Warden. I couldn't tell them no. I had to stall off the orcs. They made me. They made me, Warden. Warden, do you promise? Between you and me and the VOD? It's, I've seen some people refer to as a jewel or a gem. Who is this legendary Palm Beach Pete? You can't tell anyone about this, Warden. My bright gleaming jewel. Look at the reflections on the camera. The camera loves the gem. We'll tuck that back in there. What the hell is that chaos? It's my payment. It's my payment, Warden. You must understand, Warden. I had no choice. I had to sell the orcs. He made me an offer I can't refuse. I'm sure you'll understand, Warden. I'll sell you off my Warhammer army, but I need the biggest gem you got, Jeff. It's the only way it's gonna work out. it's a little bit harsher than dry brushing. The real trick to slap chop is at the very end, when you add in the contrast. I honestly don't even like the name. I remember before that people used to call it Blanche Itsu. That's sort of kind of how John Blanche would paint back in the day. Which I like that name because it, you know, puts respect on the name of the GOAT, all-time greatest to ever do it. But that's just like my opinion, man. Yeah. No, I don't know what's going on with this brush warden. It's all coming off. At least there's no hair on the guy. It looks like. I never had this happen. So, one tip when you're doing this is I think straight black is a bit too strong, so I usually do like 2 parts black to 1 part medium is usually the mix I go for. Speed paint medium, that is. Set you a DM. Is this sponging? Who put you on sponging? Is it that table guy, or because I know you're recently new, so I don't assume you have like too many people that you've watched over the course of your journey. So it feels like you've always been a sponge appreciator since day one. Before I started, funny, just a random YouTube short impacts your entire approach to mini painting. I mean, I'm a big sponge appreciator also, so. Maybe I'll do a Chaos Marine. You could judge my sponging. Well, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Just get your minis painted, get them looking good. Who cares about technicalities? You're probably not trying to get a golden demon, right? That is one thing I've kind of maybe been thinking about. Is that my newer minis look really, really good, I think. Uh, and you know, just like as a fun little like mental homework assignment, just like if I were to quit my job and just dedicate myself full time, like how long would it take me to master the skills necessary to get to Golden Demon standard? Because I think like honestly, if I didn't have anything else going on, I could probably do it. But I'm just, how much would that take, or how long rather would that take? I feel like I could beat the person who won this year in the parking lot with a bat. No, yeah. To be honest, I didn't read either of your messages. I went, I think, the same train of thought about Golden Demon that you went down as I was fully dedicated my attention there. But I agree, Warren. You solo. You solo that nerd. Obviously, still a bit wet on these two, but I think this one's fully dry now. All right. The real question is, Ward, do we keep working on these, or do we save the remaining two methods for the day that Gino might actually be here for? Because this is an honor of his greatness. It's an honor of his his inspiration to us all. What can I say? That Gino guy. You might want to witness this live. I might just move over to start painting. I don't know, maybe a Chaos Sorcerer, maybe my Terminator. We'll see. Oh, it's not Chaos. Turn 1 charge. Whoa, launching bow. Doombo got second place. Save for Gino. Understood. You eating that paint wasn't necessary, but I get it. This is actually a very cool stream. The multiple techniques thing is very interesting. Was I eating paint? What? Anyway, yeah, I think we'll save the other two methods for Gino, and we'll move on to something else. Well, I saw what I saw. You say so. Yeah, we'll save for Gino. I think we'll move over to this. I'm thinking I might do his robe in like a blue. I talked about stuff very start of the stream. But this guy's gonna be like kind of a master of ships, equivalent. The Droning Crusade lost many of its sort of much of its fleet, but this guy commands what's remaining of it. I might do like a sort of a wet bled purple blue cloak thing that might look kind of cool. Hmm. I think of some interesting symbology. Um, like what side to direct it on. Like where I want to keep all the yellow here. I'm also imagining he's sort of like a forge master like guy, but I don't know how to carry that over. Messed up there, got a bit of pink purple color. Hmm. Do we do like hazard stripes maybe? I'm thinking hazard stripes. So I feel like I should bust out like a nice brush for this. That will probably not go amiss. Oh. There we go. Oh, shoot. I say as I'm jabbing my brush directly into the camera. Or not camera, the mic. Words are difficult for me at this juncture in my life. Seemingly. I brushed out the nicer brush, and I somehow it's caused me to lose the ability to draw nice lines. Like they were way straighter with the other one. I used your other ones, yeah, seemingly. I mean, muscle memory is real in all things. And all I'm doing here is I'm just basically layering on white on top of the purple in order to highlight or get the volumes we need for the filter we're gonna do momentarily. I think we're also gonna do some non-metallic metal on this guy too, but I doubt that's gonna be this stream. I need to think about it. I don't really have NIDS as like a big thing, but I thought it was a cool basic element. I decided to keep it on the captain instead of shaving it off. I don't really have a great idea. I'm probably gonna do Gorgon. Oh yeah, that's what I did on my Lieutenant of Combi Weapon. There's a High Fleet Gorgon, Neuro. Whatever that unit is, the bad one. The little like extra guys for the not the Psychophage. I don't know. You probably know what I'm talking about. What's a new big beastie called? I mean, yeah. About the because this is Screamer Killer conflicts, obviously. The Combi Weapon Lieutenant also has a NID under him. It's the new brain bug from Leviathan. Has like two little guys that he deploys out, like little neuraloids or something. It's a Neuroterran. That's what it's called. The little bugs that accompany the Neuroterran. What's their name? Is my question. You probably know because you're a NID guy. I don't know the bugs like that. I pay up two of them. I don't remember. I don't remember what their actual in-game unit's called. No one seems to use the big brain bug, so I don't even see them that often either. To assume would not be the case given how many people actually bought Leviathan. Yeah, neuraloids. Yeah. Those fellas. That guy, I pair up with a Gorgon neuralid. In his base. So I might echo the Gorgon Screamer Killer I painted all that time ago. Now that I think about it, I've never shown you my Tyranids, right? Unless I have. I don't think I have. The ones I sold off quite a while ago now. Yeah, those fellas. What are we thinking about Galaxy Cape on this guy? Like purple and blue with like stars on it. So I don't know why my water's so far away. Also need to get more water, but that could be a problem for later. Yeah, this is one of those case where sub-assemblies would have been a good idea, but not that smart. Don't think about that. Is he not push fit? Oh, I just snap off all the things from my push fit models. Glue them down. Ugh. Yeah, no, this guy's definitely sealed together with Tamiya. Don't you worry about that. Sorry about that. So you hate yourself in push fit models. Look at the consequence of your actions. I will never accept accountability. You cannot make me. Oh man, this doesn't conscious paint the brush. Try to mix it. Nah, okay, whatever. Blue's powerful enough. Doesn't even matter that we get a little bit of. So this is something we call wet blending in the business, where you have two colors. One of them is kind of partially dry here, but we will add more as we need it. And we just sort of let them mix on the model. It's the guy! No. That's too simple. I'm gonna spend 25 hours with blank this goddamn cape. I knew you were busy, but we did our best. We got black, number 1. Black, number 2. Black, number 3. And once we finish this cape, we'll start on black number 4. Maybe we'll even do a little bit of 5. Who knows, Gino? I'm like super behind on school/work stuff, so I doubt I'll actually get the video edited. But black tutorials are probably gonna be in the next few weeks, Gino. Because of the stream. Oh shit, I got purple on my fingy. We're not... I have, I do D&D with, like, some grads do it, some undergrads. There's a girl in there that's, like, 19. She just makes 6-7 references constantly. Makes me feel like the oldest guy on the planet. Nah, I think I misspoke once and stopped doing black 7 ways, because I was thinking of a couple more ways to do black armor. It might have been said at one point. It's 5, Gino. We're doing 5 ways. Also, so I can use that Shakewell song in the YouTube show I'm gonna make about it. Gino, what do you think of this? We're gonna do like an interstellar blue and purple cape with like stars on it. What do you think about it? I need your opinion. The most important Warhammer critic this side of the moisture farms. It's not my brain rot. It's like it's other people around me just doing it constantly. My brain's nice and underripe, like like a like a nice plantain. Go for this, or for the black challenge. Thank you, Gino. I asked if you're wet blending. Yes, I am wet blending. I should learn how to wet blend. I can't dry blend. For the cape, yep, I'm wet blending. I'm doing a kind of bad job of it, because the purple's somewhat dried, but for like these blends you see here are wet blended. Yeah, I think once we get like the stars on it, it'll look really, really cool. We're gonna put this guy aside for now. What we're gonna do is Gino wants his back to us, so we're gonna do Gino's fourth way of black, the way I used to do my Black Templars for many years. We're gonna do dry brushing. Nice, very gradual dry brush method for black. Right at you. The only time I did wet blending inside, one of those, I can get this done while very angry if it looks good, but then I immediately forget moments. I don't think they've been getting very angry recently, but besides that, sounds... Yeah, I feel like... I don't know. Oftentimes I use mini painting as like... Oh wait, distance myself from negative emotions. So I have painted minis will piss the hell off before, and usually it does a good job getting me to focus up and, you know, not think that way. Gino, this was your stream. It was your stream and everything. God, I'm gonna have so much to edit. Because now I basically have the footage for the video. It's probably going to be a little bit more of an involved video. I already have, like... I know what visuals and graphics I need to make. I just don't want to make them always angry. Yeah, this is your stream. It's the black tutorial. Always angry all the time. Come on, Gino. This is your special day and you're gonna miss it? Yeah, Warden was telling me something a little bit about that. Also, while you're here, for that local con, what days are you planning on going? I'm probably gonna go the full weekend. I might just go that Saturday. I don't know if it's gonna be like if there's gonna be enough to do for 2 days. I might look at like a local hotel or motel, probably more if it's cheap enough. But I don't know. What's your plan? I got 8 out of 9 left of a building. Gee, I can't leave. This is your day. We plan completely without you. Yeah, that day. Exact. See, Warden gets it. Warden understands. It was your day. I said so right after Face couldn't stream, and then that poll won. So it became your day, Gino. Are there people that like live stream video editing? I feel like if I'm recording the footage on the live stream, might as well edit the thing also. Right? I'm not crazy, you're crazy. Yeah, that's peculiar. Maybe your guardian angel just knew you could only handle so much of my BS in that server and just turned it off for your sake. Yeah, Gino doesn't need any more of this Mal guy. The more I'm doing this, the more I'm like regretting doing my current method of black, by the way. The more I think, yeah, I had it right. I had it right back in like 2018 or whatever. I should have never stopped doing this. To be fair, I did for a very long time. I only stopped like when I made this channel, basically. Because it was taking me so long to actually finish my Templars. And I wanted to, you know, speed up a little bit. I feel like it reads pretty well as black to me, or I'm seeing it like in good lighting. We'll do a quick visual comparison at the end. Also, I'm sure if I like start painting on some other details, it'll look a little bit less stark. That's the guy. Why black so hard? I feel like this guy reads it as pretty well black. Let's see. This guy doesn't have the deep recesses, but besides that, he looks good. This is the airbrushed one. This is obviously dry brush that we just did. Here's the slap chop, which is basically how I do my current Marines. You see that both of them sort of have a nice contrast them, right, between the shadows and that sort of more gray highlight, which I quite like. And then here is the metallic. Metallic black. The only one I can really see it for is this guy, especially when you look at it from the top. I feel like from the sides, you get more of the volumes. No, slap chopping is the defining characteristic there would be the act of building up your volumes, whether it be through, usually it's not airbrushed, it's usually either sponged or dry brushed on, and then it's going over contrast paint. That is what defines a slap chop paint job, to my knowledge. I'm still kind of miffed that the first AK video didn't do so well, because I thought that was like genuinely start of a really cool series, and I probably will continue it. But yeah, I thought it could probably have done a little better. That's what this guy is. A little bit of unfortunate pooling on the shoulder pads just because they're so flat. The glosses make, or like the glares make it a little, but yeah, there's some pooling there. Besides that, it looks good. Now we got our last method, which is just I sat on the video for like 30 minutes. I saw that because the watch time kept going up, but the views were just stagnant. Uh, I mean, me being upset that video was not doing well is not anything to do with you guys like asking for engagement, which I saw you guys did, which is very nice, by the way. That's not what I'm asking there. I'm just more concerned with the YouTube algorithm. It's not directed at you. You guys probably can't change anything. It's just that YouTube isn't recommending it to people, right? Especially when you're talking about shorts, which are on like a big scale, right? It's, you know, thousands of viewers usually. Don't be discouraged about it. It's very good. People just have stupid short attention. So yeah, I get that. I think the short attention is a thing, but it was obviously thrown off, right? I tried to discount once I told you guys about it, because then obviously the watch time went up through the roof. But my shorts usually get good watch time that aren't just turntable shots. And I do think there is something there that I could have done better. I do think there's room for improvement, but I don't think it's just short attention spans. I think there's like shorter quality content on YouTube that people actually I engage noom for a skirt. Yeah, it's the hook. Yeah, exactly. Like I don't think it's about video's attention span. I just think, yeah, that video start off with me unboxing something, which maybe isn't the best. You know, unboxing something would be great in a stream format, but it would not necessarily be the best for a video. And here we're doing basically what I do with my characters, which is just very slowly building up brushed on highlights. And this one's gonna take like a couple hours, so bear with me. Please sound that out. Oh, was I talking quick? I do that. I don't know what part you need me to repeat, but I doubt it was too important. I got minis to paint, damn it. The room ver skrr. Is that it? Room ver skrr. is that? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Is that like a code word? Is there a sleeper agent in New Mexico driving up to the ABQ about to assassinate a head of state? I don't know why I'm supposed to be sounding it out. Anything for you, Gino. This is your day after all. This is oh sorry, Nold Cash's big birthday blowout. You are the homecoming king after all. That was all the sounds he needed to train the voice module I'm making. Thank you. What kind of cool things am I gonna say? It's not my birthday. I know it's not. But it's basically just as good because you're getting your block tutorial. Very paying attention. Well, when we go to the concoction, I'm gonna test you. Or when we go to that con, I'm gonna test you. Happy birthday, Dad. It was my mom's 50th just recently. You'll just say enough for your accounts to get zeroed. Yeah, no, I don't know how much it's gonna dox us though. Reasons a joke. I think I asked before, unless you saw I didn't see. What's your plan? Like how long are you going to? There was how long are you planning to go there? Like I might just do the Saturday. I'm not sure yet because it's like a long weekend sort of deal. I don't know if I want to be there Friday and Sunday. Oh, you're gonna be there the whole time? So I think I might need to change the playlist. I assume you'll be there until Sunday then. I might see what I don't know my week's gonna be like. I didn't buy tickets yet. I assume they won't sell out or get laughed out of the con. Yeah, I know, I know. There we go. That was like a huge delay to start playing. I don't know why. They're trying to take me off the internet. They don't want me to say what I'm gonna say next. They pay the pretty penny for Orca Machino. Are you gonna make one as in like print a proxy or like kit bash, or are you just gonna buy the kit? listen, listen. All I'm saying is he really wanted to orc the miss. What can I say? Map is a better name than Mal, though. Wish I thought of that one. shit. I need to lower this down, but just like 2% more. Too watery. Perfect. I was driving. You are good. Do not text and drive. Seen many accidents happen to good friends of mine. Don't do it. Good. It's really been getting, I feel like, pretty normalized just to start texting on your phone as you're like barreling down 60 miles an hour on the highway. You know, I don't think that's good. I don't think you should be doing that. There's a few places I think I went a little too far, so I'm gonna just glaze some black back in. We got 5 relatively good looking quick ways to paint black power armor. I should probably turn this into a short, but I think I'm feeling a little lazy. I do have some stuff I would like to get done for my meeting Thursday, but I think we might just continue on with turn Mirror Captain a little bit, just finish up the base coat of that cloak. See, I'm bouncing between so many projects that I can't tell what the looks great was about. Whether the cloak or or any of the 5 that we just made. Here's where we're really gonna get to the wet blending, where I'm putting in the purple as wet into the recesses, and then I'm going with the blue, and I'm sort of like letting the 2 colors intermingle and blend on the model itself. One thing about this that I had a rough time with is you don't want the paint to be too watered down. You actually want to be kind of like thicker, not like obviously gunking up your details too much, but not maybe not as watery as it seems. Like you want to have some good opacity, you want to have a little bit of body to it. That will sort of help you along when you're trying to do your blends. This is one of those areas, and relatively few areas of miniature painting where you don't want to be watering it down too much. think we're looking all right. Once it dries, I might start doing a few of those star details. In the meantime, I'm kind of unsure of what I want to be working on, but well, I knew I was going to do the same sort of blue-purple background here, so might as well. This was also the method I preferred to do on my yellows for quite a long time, although I felt like the speed paint / contrast thing was a little bit better. It was a little bit quicker more than better, but... You can see how we could get like a nice smooth, you can see it better on this flat surface, we get this very nice smooth blend without having to do too much like back and forth work. Like you normally would to try and get something like this effect. There we go. I really don't know how this is going to go, but let's just try it out. I don't really love that, but let's keep going. Let's water it down a little bit more. I don't know why this... I don't know. I think we might switch to a different white paint. I'm really not liking the brush feel of this one. So far it's looking a little whack, but let's see if we can't fix that up. Ah, that looks bad. It's also showing up quite poorly on camera, which... Yeah, this crystal blue color is quite glossy, unfortunately. Realistically, you should be doing something like this. Probably after you do your highlights, but this is still somewhat experimental, so we're trying it out. Because I have a feeling I'm probably just going to go over with some more blue and purple momentarily, but you know what? I might just do this to completion, even if it looks bad. And then if I have to later, I'll just go over it. That's somewhat what I was thinking initially, but I did want to have a little bit more control about it. I did something similar for a D&D mini. I used my airbrush and I got like... I just got some white paint on the big brush and I sprayed it, right? Which worked good. I don't want to get my airbrush in, and... The more I look at it, the more it's kind of growing on me. Yeah, the glitter's kind of bad for you guys. I think this angle is probably the best, it seems like. It kind of blocks out the lighting stuff I have going. I might try that if I can't salvage it. One nice for up like is you do get like super tiny dots. I think one thing I kind of want to do is like even bigger stars, right? Like go in and just very finely. Might be a bit messy, but let's see if I can't get bigger brushes with some. Try out the Warden method. Okay. Let me just do some tests sort of slightly off camera and just figure out how this would work. Because airbrush would probably be the best thing. Okay. First things, we'll probably need more white paint. No, I don't. I was looking for some before. Play the plug in my. Maybe if it was like really watery. Super. One of the benefits is with the airbrush is it's quite fine and you can control it. I'm getting it on my hand and I'm getting smaller droplets, but also getting like big like project. I don't want to. Let's add a little bit. Also, yeah, I think it's getting to the point that it's starting to look like good. So I think we might just keep with it in the conventional manner. So, I think that's a good first layer. I'm gonna do now, once this gets like maybe a second longer to dry, I'm gonna create a little glaze. I'm just gonna go over everything. It's strong. Not even strong, but just not quite what I wanted. I want to be like decently faint, and we're just gonna go over all these blue areas. And we're basically gonna let this tone down the effects slightly, and then we're gonna be even more precise with our second layer. And we're gonna build this up gradually. I think we might do like 2 or 3 layers of that. And I think that'll look really, really nice. Meanwhile, I think on the front, I want to do 3 swords to represent the 3 ships the fleet has remaining. I like the placement of that one. I think presumably the one in front is going to be the capital ship, which is full-on battle barge, which, you know, it's a big ship for people who don't know 40k naval stuff. Ah, hell. I think we're just going to in a little bit of actually, you know what I could do? I just glob in some paint on either side there. Look away animators, and if we need to do more cleanup, we could do more cleanup, but I think all we do is we just take that sort of blade and just Ah, fuck. Well, I think I'm trying to rush through this a little bit to end off the stream. I feel like that approach is doing me no favors here. So, I think I might actually clean up the freehand off stream. And I think I might see all of you guys later. Actually, let's. This is dried up slightly. I think maybe it's workable. Let's maybe see if I had some sense with my whole layering, then coming back to it. Yeah, definitely want to work on this a little bit on my own, but have a good night, guys. I think I'm going to call a stream here. Have a good one, everybody. Hope to see you all around next time.